I hate the word expat. I hate it with a passion. Expat is nothing more than colonial European white folk speech for immigrants. Any person that moves from one place to another place in search of something better for their life, they are an immigrant. I myself am an immigrant. When we think about me moving from the United States to Brazil, period, point blank, full stop. Human beings have been migrating from one landmass to another since we crawled out of the pool, since we crawled out of the ocean. Migration is literally a function of humanity. And it's funny because whenever I hear people argue against immigration, but also want to talk about ancient times, what do you motherfuckers think that a hunter-gatherer was? Do you think that these people were hunting and gathering in the same spot? No! They moved! They migrated all around the world. And as a matter of fact, studies show that they may have been a little bit healthier, because when we think about things like communicable diseases, the reason why COVID ravaged cities around the globe is because they are cities. They are places where human beings live literally on top of another and cohabitate. So when something like a communicable disease actually happens, your neighbors literally at arm's length above, below, and beside you makes the diseases communicate better. It gets real communicable. And when you are constantly on the move, if one person gets sick, it doesn't affect a whole entire group of people the same way if they are moving instead of sitting still in an apartment building. And following this train of thought about human beings living in one place for extended periods of time, there is a song by Sheryl Crow called And change is great. Sometimes you need to step out of your comfort zone. Sometimes you need to expand your horizon. Sometimes you need experiences to take you out of where you are to place you where you want to be. If it's one thing I know for certain and two things for sure, it's that hate does not stand up to contact. Ignorance does not stand up to contact. It is impossible for the powers that be to tell you to hate your neighbor when you know your neighbor. It's impossible for the powers that be to tell you that a country is dangerous, deadly, or uncivilized when you have actually been to that country and seen it, experienced it, tasted, smelt it with your own two eyes. Whenever the powers that be are telling you something without adequate explanation, I am going to ask you to then think about those powers and follow the money. Usually when the system is putting us against one another, there's an ulterior motive. There is a reason why, and it's your duty and responsibility to find that out on your own. And so with that being said, obviously, I am pro-immigration. I'm literally a product of it. So are you watching this video? As always, I'm JC. I look forward to learning what I don't know, and hope you do too. Peace.